Friday Night Lights brings us to a spirited environment in the Rocky Mountains for an East versus West affair. USL Championship action brought to you by Children's Hospital of Colorado pits Birmingham Legion against Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And greetings everyone with Jose Rodriguez. I'm David Gasca. Thanks for joining us tonight. Where Jose, it feels like we're looking at identical twins in this kickoff.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Two teams that match up pretty well. Both of them really like to run up and down the field, score plenty of goals. For Birmingham, a great opportunity sitting in 6th place with 29 points. They want to get closer to the first three in the East. They need to win tonight for them to do that.
Birmingham with 9 wins in the season, 29 points. Colorado Springs, same exact thing.
Well, yeah, and you know, in the Western Conference, there's a huge motivation for every single game just because a game or two getting into a good run can really, you know, help you up in the standings. It's so tight right now as we come closer to the end of the regular season. So important game for Colorado Springs here at home.
I'm going to pave the way for our K1 Modelo players to watch. On one side for Colorado Springs, this man, Romario Williams.
Well, you know, one of the top strikers in the last few years in USL Championship, on and off at times but when he's getting into that rhythm of competition, getting opportunities inside the box, playing enough minutes, there's no doubt about the talent from Romario Williams. So look out for him to have a solid outing here tonight.
And on the other side of things for Birmingham, Enzo Martinez continues to play like his hair is on fire.
Yeah, well, Enzo, again, you know, one of the top midfielders for Birmingham and for the USL Championship as a whole. Usually that link between the midfielders and the strikers. He's also capable of playing as a striker and scoring plenty of goals, getting plenty of assists. So, you know, always exciting to watch Enzo Martinez.
First matchup between these two teams this season. We'll see how they pan out. 3 points is at stake. Coming up on the other side, we'll get you the starting 11 and first touch. It's Colorado Springs, Birmingham Legion coming up next.
It's summertime, and if you're lucky, weather in your neighborhood could be coming to your neighborhood. Every Thursday, one lucky winner will get to host a weather party from their backyard. Invite us over, and I'll do the weather live on Fox 21 News at 5 and 6:30. Plus, I'll bring along enough food for 15, and I'll bring the Fox 21 Storm Squatch as well. Enter now on the Fox 21 Storm Team app for your chance to win a weather in your neighborhood party.
Fox 21 Weather in your neighborhood is sponsored by Luxury Car Cosmetics.
In Southern Colorado, you have to be ready for anything.
Sometimes that involves making a really tough decision. Patagonia or North Face?
We make the most out of a nice day. Hey, grab Aspen, Rocky, and Sierra. Let's go.
And in Southern Colorado, we know it's all about the flavor.
And as our cities grow, we hang on to our Western heritage.
I'm just trying to hold on.
Well, hold on tighter.
I thought you were out this way.
I'm getting off this way. This is how you get up. We are Southern Colorado.
Hey, wait! What about me?
We are Southern Colorado.
Saturday during the summers was our get up and go to Monument Lake fishing. From a little hobby as an 11-year-old kid, it's turned into quite a business.
Our stories matter.
If they're on the trails, if they're in the woods, if they're anywhere, I can be with them now.
Bringing you the most local news.
All of the people that are doing this type of agriculture are trying to do a better thing for society.
We are Fox 21, and together we are Southern Colorado.
Hi, I'm Scott Kilbury, host of Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We have 30 of the best and brightest schools from all across Southern Colorado competing for the top spot. Question is, who will come out on top? Watch Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids Sundays at 6:30, sponsored by the Pikes Peak Library District.
Burgers for the mind, tacos for the heart, and chili for the soul. We're Felipe's 109, home of the taco burger. Local flavors, family owned, love, peace, green chili, y'all.
We are live here from Widener Field in Colorado Springs, Colorado with Jose Rodriguez. I'm David Gascon. Tonight's player walkout sponsored by Children's Hospital of Colorado. Both teams with 9 wins on the season, and Jose will start things off with the starters, brought to you by Phil Long. Who do we got?
Well, you know, an interesting formation, very dynamic for Colorado Springs. You know, Beckford, a player that can really help you in the attacking part of the field. Speedy Williams, you know, usually the guy in the middle that will set the tone. And we talked already about Romario Williams and obviously Foster alongside. A lot of pace, a lot of presence inside the box. Look for this team to be very, very aggressive through the wings as well.
And on the other side for Birmingham this season also with 9 wins and 29 points. How did they get off the mat tonight?
4-3-3 formation here for Birmingham. You know, don't get distracted by what you see at the top, because Kasim, Agudelo, and Brett, they can, you know, rotate throughout the match. Agudelo might move onto the right side and Brett become the number 9 or the center forward for this team. Obviously, Enzo Martinez dictates the tempo for Birmingham. He should have the ball for them to be effective tonight.
Yeah, Van Oekel in net tonight, 6-6-2 this season with the goals against at 165, save percentage at 611. 3 clean sheets on the year. His body of work is relatively large, but Joe Kuzminski, on the other end for Colorado Springs, he's only making his 4th start of the year.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting when you're only getting 4 starts at this point in the season. And so, you know, you just really have to be ready. And, you know, there's going to be times in the regular season where you're going to look at players that, you know, you need their contribution in any particular night. I think this is the night for him. This is the momentum that he needs to carry on for the rest of the regular season.
It is a picture-perfect night here in Colorado Springs. Switchbacks, Birmingham Legion, first appearance of the year between these two teams. I'm rather curious to see how Birmingham approaches this contest, because you always hear it time in and time out, whether you're in Colorado, whether you're in Wyoming or Utah, it's always about the altitude.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's a factor. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, you already know what the conditions will be like. So you set a game plan and you know, you try to execute it as much as possible. And obviously, you know, the first 15 to 20 minutes are going to be very important for both sides here tonight. Colorado
Springs, their dark kits tonight, moving from left to right in the opening half. Birmingham Legion, the white kits, will be moving from right to left. Kuzminski out of his net, 1-1-1 this season. Goals against sits at 133. Save percentage, not a lot of work, so 429 is not something you're too worried about just yet. Obviously, you'd love to have it a little bit higher than that. But again, just 3 matches coming into tonight's affair. Had a chance to speak with Stephen Hogan a couple days ago, and he had mentioned to us, he feels like, I don't know, coming into this matchup, feels like we're clones of Birmingham. That just talks about the nature of these two teams. They're not in bad positions, but they could certainly be higher.
Yeah, well, you know, the main thing for them is that both of these teams, they can score.
Yeah.
You know, they have the talent, and, you know, they're usually very effective inside the box. So, you know, that obviously it's good for us here watching tonight.
Agudelo with some pretty good pace. The top of the box, weak side feed. That one was picked up, but goes right back to Agudelo. See if he can create some space. That pass is also intercepted. He was looking for Nico Brett. But a good look for Agudelo early on, trying to create here for Birmingham. Birmingham and Colorado Springs coming off of losses. Birmingham got dumped by Charleston a week ago, 2-1. Back on July the 29th, Colorado Springs got upended by San Diego 2-0. That was really tough, because when you look at the matches against San Diego, they got beat by a combined score of 7-0 over the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, those are the things that, you know, as we get closer to crunch time here in the regular season, those are the things that you really have to pay attention to. You know, it's at this point, you know, a game or two, and especially in the Western Conference, you know, a game or two can really put you in trouble or can set you up for bigger things.
Yeah, and especially when you look at tiebreakers, that's the other thing you want to be alert of is not only the wins and the losses, but the points, the head-to-head matchup, and then if you get stuck in a bind where the goal differential comes into play. Both these teams have negative goal differentials, and you can look at certain contests like the 5-0 beating by San Diego a couple weeks ago. That just really puts a thorn in your side. Agudelo, left-hand side, pulls the trigger anyway, because Minsky sees that one sail into him, but all is well. Temperatures right now, Jose, mid-80s, 85 degrees, partly cloudy, winds at 12 miles per hour. A little bit different of a scene across the land. You got temperatures in Arizona hovering around 112.
Oh, yeah.
Las Vegas the same. New Mexico's not too pleasant either. Different scene all the way across. Williams, the left-hand side. Want to get over to Foster. That pass was broken up as Tejada out wide. This will set up a corner kick here for Colorado Springs.
Yeah, it's a great ball from Mario Williams. A ball through Tejada, just a step too late for him to take that shot, and that's why he ends up deciding to, bring the ball back in.
Corner kick brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, that's what I like. First one of the match, Jay Chapman will take it here. Chapman making his 9th start of the season. Looking to record his first point. No goals, no assists so far in just under 700 minutes. Chapman, far bar. Not well executed. Possession going to Birmingham. We're taking some gentleman-like wagers off the air prior to kickoff. I'm thinking we could see a healthy amount of goals tonight, Jose. What say you?
Yeah, I think this is a safe bet just because, in the first 5 minutes, we've seen already how both teams are aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's the way to go, to be honest. At least for me, if you're going to go out there and think, be a defensive-minded team, you're going to run into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's that approach that is different when it comes to some teams in USL Championship. One of them is Pittsburgh that comes to mind that likes to slow the pace down a little bit. But a lot of people thought that Miami tactically was like that this year. They're not. They just had a lack of productivity, and they've come on as of late. New Mexico, Las Vegas, different nature. But you look at Sacramento, Lou City, San Antonio, San Diego, they're all up there. They do heavy damage.
Yeah, and the counterpart to that is that, you're going to give away goals that you honestly shouldn't, and you get frustrated by the fact that you're doing so much offensively, and then things start to turn because of a silly goal in the back. So that comes with it, but I'd rather have the capability of, okay, if they score 2 on me, I'll go ahead and score 3 on you.
Played through to Foster. Here he is in a run. Like trying to turn the corner, he can't. Yeah, that's an interesting statement because you feel like the offense needs to always stay in a rhythm, but the defense can always be cranked up if you need to.
Yeah. I think soccer is different in that way than, other sports. We usually hear defense wins championships.
Sure.
In soccer, I think that's debatable.
Yeah, there are teams that like to play more passively. Ogren, left-hand side of Foster. Foster trying to catch a trailer. Williams gives it back to Foster. A two-man game here. 7th minute. Glad you could hang out with us tonight from Widener Field. Always a great setting, too, for soccer. Williams has got 8 goals in the season, trying to get number 9. He leads the club this season in 20-plus matches. It's just one of the environments, Widener Field. You put it up there with places like Charleston, Birmingham, Pittsburgh, Detroit. You get a rowdy bunch of fans. I mean, Oakland, for all intents and purposes, they don't really have a house, but wherever they play, they can play in a public park, and you get fans that'll come out and they are rowdy and they get after it.
Yeah.
Same thing here.
Yeah, and I think that that shows you a little bit the growth of the league in the last few years. Right?
Yeah.
You have a solid fan base, and I think that's the case here in Colorado Springs. And obviously, it's great to watch. This is a Friday night here. It's beautiful out there. Why not go out and support your local team?
Grab a cocktail, grab a seat, and then go have some fun watching the professionals do their thing. Let's see you do. Enzo Martinez. Martinez 8 goals in the season and 5 assists, making his 17th start of the season and now 20 matches. Got a moment in time. Select the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the list. Select products, specials, and more. Select the player's choice.
Both teams skipping lines a little bit here in the first 9 minutes of the match, looking for long balls at times. This is not necessarily a battle in the middle of the field. It might become that later on as both teams try to slow down a little bit. But as it stands right now, it's, you know, about, you know, being well organized defensively. Long balls can be tricky. And so, you know, a bad step, bad timing in a play, in a tackle, you can run into a lot of trouble.
I do like stretch passes in this kind of a setting because of the sun. It'll break someone's eyes, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's one more thing, you know, that you need to take care of. You need to adjust immediately. And at times, you know, especially when you're playing, when you're on defense and, you know, you're running into the sun, then, you know, it's a big challenge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tejada trying to make a move, pulls the trigger. Easy stop there from Van Oekel, though, his first touch of the night.
Well, solid move from the left side by the Panamanian. You know, it's for Tejada, it's going back to his Tampa Bay Rowdies days. This is the perfect example. How successful he was in Florida. He gets the ball, immediately moves inside because he wants to take a right-footed shot. And he's able to do that. You know, obviously, if he had another opportunity, he'll tell you, I think I can have a better shot at it. But, you know, the effort is there. It's the right idea, the right mindset. Tejada, look for him to have a good night. He looks like he's in good rhythm right now.
You were mentioning it off the air. There's a pretty nice mix and good flavor of international product on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, you know, plenty of Jamaicans on the field. Yeah, that's always good. Jamaicans doing really, really well in CONCACAF lately. So, you know, some like Speedy Williams played, you know, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Pretty much the entire qualifier cycle. Good ball here.
Certainly played through on the opposite end. Got a clean break. That shot hits 1-0. Colorado Springs. Shane Beckford on the board on a perfect pass to his right foot. He beats Van Oekel, and it's 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And on cue, the Jamaican flavor is on the field. The right combination, a beautiful ball through the middle. And Romario Williams takes his time with it, puts the ball through, and Beckford, my goodness, cold-blooded finish right in front. Matt Van Oekel, one of the top goalkeepers in the league, plenty of experience, no problem for Beckford. It's a finish to the back of the net it goes. Man, a beauty of a counter-attack situation here.
Yeah, that goal presented by Century Casinos. Welcome to the winner's zone. And for Beckford, his second goal of the season. The goal is nice, as you said, it's professionally done, but the pass.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feed, and we touched on it on our pregame show about Romario Williams and how he can become a factor, not only scoring goals, but as well with assists and as well with finding the right place for him in the attacking part of the field. And that's exactly what he was able to do there.
You always get players that feel like those opportunities are far and few. Van Oekel has to come out here, but they become so overzealous with their approach that they play themselves offside. Not for Beckford there. And for Beckford, his second goal this season occurs in the 11th minute. 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And to be honest, this is the perfect scenario because you know Birmingham is really going to go for it. So this is going to be a lot of fun here.
For Romario Williams, it's his third helper of the year. Colorado Springs, always difficult to beat at Widener Field. And even more challenging it is when they score the first goal. They're unbeaten in the last 18 matches when scoring first. You have to go all the way back to July of last year, the last time they got beat. It was by San Diego 3-2. Conversely, though, Birmingham is not in a bad spot when they fall behind early. Even though they concede the first goal, it's pretty remarkable that they're not one of those teams that's winless on the year. We can go up and down the roster for USL Championship. They're 2-5, but nevertheless, they don't give up.
Yeah. And I think that should be no surprise because, you know, they can score. That's the main asset of this team. They can score. So they know they're down by a goal. No big deal. We can come back.
11th minute, quick marker. But we anticipate a whole lot more than that. Foster, nice hesitation move. Chapman was asking for it, and he finally got it. Looked like Chapman had a jam on the brakes before he got it back. Chapman from Ontario, Canada. Spill right there. Officials say play on. Natalie Simon, the lead official tonight. Enzo Martinez, ambitious with his pass, intercepted. And got a player down here for Birmingham. Back to the goal.
Yeah, it's look how fast they are able to move the ball. You know, it's a one touch all the way from the back, starting with Tejada, then Williams, then Romario Williams, and then, you know, what a great finish from Beckford. You know, just getting the first opportunity of the match in front of goal. It was just too easy for him.
I think the best part about that goal, including with the finish, was that there was no thinking. It was just react, react, react.
Right. That's the understanding of the system.
Yeah.
You know what you're playing.
Yeah.
You know what tactically where you need to be, where your teammates want the ball, and that's the main thing. You know, it's very hard to react when you move the ball so fast.
Feels like a certain player right now in South Beach, Florida, that's doing that for his teammates. As the Leagues Cup continues in North America. Yeah, CONCACAF. Women's World Cup action as well. The United States. The group stage. So great time of the year as we've broken July now into August. Plenty of contact there, just inside the 18. But Natalie Simon calling it against Birmingham. See the foul going to be against Brett. Brett, one of the Jamaicans you had mentioned from Kingston, Jamaica. 17th match of the year now and 8 starts. Foster. Thought that was out and eventually it was called. 17th minute. Make sure you stay with us at the half. Jose and myself will have first half highlights, some stats. We'll shop around USL Championship to see some news and notes and a whole lot more. Got 1 goal scored so far. Deshane Beckford is second of the season. Romario Williams with the helper. Colorado Springs trying to pick up a victory here tonight. They're winless in their last 3. Last time they did pick up a W was back on the 4th of July against Monterey Bay, where they hammered Monterey Bay 4-0. But it's just odd because you look at the 9 wins this season, you figure they can do something during that 5-game losing streak, picking up a point, let alone 3. Might have a different outlook on this campaign. That drive from well outside from Agudelo never had a chance. And that, I think, Jose, really separates top-tier teams from everybody else, is that you avoid those lulls, those bad stretches of losing 2, 3, 4 matches in a row.
Well, yeah, that's very important, especially at this point in the season. I don't think you can afford that, honestly.
Yeah.
And, you know, as tight as the standings are, and especially for both of these 2 teams, you know, it's you need to, you know, have some consistency in your level of play, because if you go into 2 or 3 game losing streaks, then you're going to run into a lot of trouble, and you're going to have a lot of pressure in the last weeks of the regular season.
Foster gave it up and gave it back as Williams had the right intent. Kavita and spill this one back to Van Oekel. Been a pretty decent amount of pressure put on the back line so far against Birmingham. Not like they aren't comfortable in that spot, but preferably not. Alves, the Brazilian, eating a little bit of steam from Thalberg. Corey not on the same page with his teammates. It looked like Agudelo was expecting it, but sandwiched between two players for Birmingham Legion, 20th minute.
Yeah, for Birmingham right now, they're just, not creating space offensively. For that, they need to move without the ball or move the ball a lot faster. They need to speed things up a little bit because as it stands, Colorado Springs is very comfortable on the way they're approaching the game, and you need to step it up a little bit, find a way to break them down defensively, and obviously they have the players to do it. It's a matter of just getting into the game plan and getting back on track.
Both these teams coming into this matchup with negative goal differentials. Colorado Springs now at -1. Birmingham Legion now at -5. For Birmingham, middle of the road, their last 5. 2 up, 2 down, and 1 across. Don't want to say you have a good feel for how Birmingham will fare in the Eastern Conference, just because you get the sense that they have moments that they can get hot. But I feel like you could probably say that for the majority of the teams right now in playoff spots in East and West.
Yeah, well, I think for Birmingham, it's a successful year already. If we go back to what they did in Open Cup, I think they had a solid run, and they show that this should be a good year for them. Yeah. Whether they make it to the Eastern Conference Final or how far they go, I think they're building something here. And 2023, it's a solid start. And with time, you're going to add a piece here and there. But the groundbreaking was done in 2023 for this team, and I think so far so good. I think they should be a playoff team. There will be a playoff team this year.
And that would be what we would consider a live dog too, because as you mentioned, the way that they can score anybody as this one comes in on goal, Kuzminski.
Yeah, they will not back down. When you're playing in the playoffs, and especially with the USL Championship format, it's an elimination game. You can have, sometimes an off night defensively, and they will run over you. Yeah. Even if you finish first in the regular season, if you're not having a good night defensively, they'll win that game.
They beat Tampa earlier this season. Tampa, who's come on as of late in the Eastern Conference. They had a dreadful beginning of the campaign. You just never know.
Go, 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 go!
23rd minute. Chances right now favoring Colorado Springs. Score reflects that as well. Each team with a couple of shots so far, but Colorado Springs one finding the back of the net. Williams looking. Tejada with the deflection through. Van Oekel, great position there on his line.
And what a move from Beckford on the left side. The technical ability before that, the way he brings the ball down, and he basically wins that 1v1 battle, creates space, and creates an opportunity as way through the middle. as well through the middle with Tejada. Just unfortunate to get a touch on the ball. And then, you know, that tells you, David, you know, the quality, especially in the counterattack game now with the lead, it's something to look out for Birmingham. Colorado Springs, you know, they can hurt you in several ways.
Funny how confidence does that to you, right?
Ooh, yep.
Builds up and continues to grow. Agudelo. Legal touch there by Agudelo.
Yeah, there's not a lot of movement from Birmingham without the ball. You know, it's everybody's ball watching right now, offensively, waiting for something to happen. It's about making it happen, and for that, you know, you need the collective effort. So as they, you know, move on from this, you're going to go through ups and downs in the game, but you know, I think they need to react as quickly as possible here.
It's a little surprising too. More movement from Beckford. Beckford, all kinds of space. Beckford softly trying to give it up to Williams, just not a lot of steam on it. Asiadu was there to intercept it. Tejada on the pickoff.
That's Chapman though. Great pressure, not giving up on the play. Just forcing Birmingham to kick the ball away, and you know, it's Colorado Springs with possession now.
Didn't even have a chance to mention Drew Skundrich, but he's making his 21st start in 21 matches this year. The native from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. There's just certain guys on the roster that are, I don't want to say overlooked, but unsung, at least to the general public, not in the locker room by any stretch of the imagination. And there is Skundrich.
Well, you know, that's the way it goes with soccer. You know, sometimes, you know, we get all of our attention to, you know, goalkeepers when they have good performances, and then we look at the stats for most of the time, assists, goals.
Yeah.
But, you know, there are some positions that, you know, you just stay away from those numbers, you know, from having good numbers, from scoring an X amount of goals or getting an X amount of assists. You just need to do, you know, little things in the middle, and sometimes they go unnoticed.
You were a little surprised that Colorado Springs was playing with 5 tonight on the back at home?
Not surprised really, because, you know, they can be aggressive through the wings.
Yeah.
And if you look at it right now, you know, that's why Birmingham is struggling, because they don't have a lot of room to work with.
Right.
So, you know, the back line, especially when you have the lead and you have it well organized, you know, that gives you a sense of comfort.
That's the worst case scenario for Birmingham playing on the road. Colorado Springs deploying 5 in the back, and they concede an early marker. Then all of a sudden it changes the dynamic of how they approach. Beckford trying to play this one to himself. Cronali, though, was close, and Williams bearing down on Van Oekel. That almost turned out to be a nightmare.
See, this is where Birmingham, they have to move the ball a lot faster here.
Agudelo. Alves.
That's the perfect example right there.
Yeah, the opposite end, the back bar, and Williams there to interrupt that. 28th minute.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-2 on the left side, and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
You know, it should be at least a 2v2. And that's because Birmingham is not moving the ball.
Back to Martinez. Watch out. Nicely done. Great stop there. Kuzminski is first one of the night.
And that's moving without the ball. And it's not surprising that it all starts with Enzo Martinez. He fits the ball through the middle, and watch him run without the ball. Watch him understand where the room is going to be to work with inside the box. The pass is just perfect from Casimir. And then, you know, the shot, it's good as well. It's just good goalkeeping. But that's exactly what Birmingham needs to do to get back into this game.
Good pace in that shot. You got to figure Martinez able to be more loftier with positioning. Could have found the back of the net. That corner kick brought to you by Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well, and cheer loud. Kasim. Long feed, but everyone in dark there to break that one up. And they included Matt Mahoney, the native from New York. Buffalo, New York to be exact, which Got to imagine they're happy with the temperatures for the time being. Been a wild scene in New York over the last couple of weeks. Temperatures rising and falling. This one played through, but taken away. Chapman gave it up to Williams. See what Tejada does. It looks like he's measuring something up.
There's no pressure from Birmingham.
Williams. Beckford near the spot. Not a heads-up play there by Williams. Fortunate enough that it resulted in a inopportune booking, but nevertheless, he would love to have that possession back.
Yeah, at this point, you know, with 15 minutes to go in the half, something needs to change for Birmingham. You know, defensively, they're just giving Colorado Springs a lot of room to work with. They're lucky to be down by just one goal, and offensively, again, they just need to find a way at this point. So maybe the best scenario for them is to go into the locker room, have a conversation, and just have a different mentality for the second half.
Clubs got together last year, but you really can't talk about that year, last year, and this year. They met in March. Colorado Springs won the contest 2-0. Alves. And Siadu. Man from Ghana, the 26-year-old. 20th start of the year in 21 matches now. Gudelo almost had an open slot. Could not. And now some movement here from Beckford. He was dancing around a little bit. And Siadu not budging an inch.
That's experience right there. You can move around, but I know where the ball is, and that's all I care about.
No sense of panic at all. Kasim. Prosper wanted it back. Martinez, the lofty attempt, and Tejada just puts that one into the stands. That'll be a souvenir, at least temporarily.
That's the only way you're going to be able to break down Colorado Springs defensively. Give and goes. Maybe here's set piece opportunity. Maybe that's the way to go. As it stands right now, tactically, almost a perfect match for Colorado Springs.
Corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We are in your corner. Kasim Martinez. Like he probably wanted that in a better slot. Williams there to disrupt that. Enzo, watch out here. That one blocked in the way through. Played again nicely, intercepted at the last moment. It looks like we have a member for Colorado Springs shaking up. That's Jay Chapman. Chapman, as it would say, wore it, as he wore that shot from Enzo Martinez.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised the referee didn't stop play before. It did happen right in front of him.
Venture to guess because it did not happen above the shoulders?
Yeah.
Beckford with the goal in the 11th minute. Romario Williams with the assist. Alberg here. Beckford there.
See how quickly Colorado Springs gets into runs. Consistently, they have been able to do it here in the first 33 minutes. And obviously, you know, having the lead helps a lot because Birmingham, they need to step up. But that's a dangerous situation.
Corner kick brought to you by T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. The stock is certainly high right now for Colorado Springs tonight. They played well, presented on their home pitch. Chapman, back bar. That one didn't look like it was coming from a dangerous location, but there was some pretty good velocity from Tejada on that header there. say it went off of a member of Birmingham. 34th minute. Corner kick opposite way, brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, that's what I like. Chapman's attempt here, looking for Tejada. I think Tejada might have misjudged that. He was off his back heels.
A full target still.
Yeah.
Like Tejada, maybe the shortest guy in the field.
Tejada clocks in at 5'7".
How about Enzo? Might have a competition there.
Yeah, why not?
Enzo might be close. 5'8", maybe 5'7".
Yeah. Sometimes the numbers are skewed.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, it's true. Depending on the spikes, of course. And the one treat tonight is at least you'll get a match that should not have any kind of hydration break, because Seam fans a little disgusted. Is that one going against Tejada? A little miffed by it as well.
Well, yeah, he might have been a second or two late on that one, and you know, that explains to you a little bit, you know, the adjustment that Tejada needs to go through, you know, as he takes on a role that, you know, demands a little bit of more defensive responsibilities. It's usually offensive-minded player through the wings, but when you move back, you really have to be careful, because you don't want to give Birmingham these type of opportunities. As we take another look here, yeah, I mean, just a little bit too late. Seam gets to the ball first. But really think about it, Birmingham, they have been struggling to get numbers inside the box. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Very good opportunity here. This could change the game.
Kokorin and Kasim both here, so we'll see who takes it. Yeah, these opportunities, as you mentioned, for Birmingham, far and few. Kasim, back bar, that one found a lane, and Enzo Martinez, even if he got to that ball, it was such a sharp angle. I don't know if he would have put it on target or not.
Yeah, just incredible, though, how the ball goes completely through the box and nobody gets a touch in it. It did seem like a good ball.
Jostling for positioning and be won by Colorado Springs. Don't miss a minute of the action here in 2023. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL Championship action on ESPN Plus, the home of USL, La Liga, Bundesliga, UFC, and much, much more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Shane Beckford in the 11th minute, the only goal scored so far. Romario Williams with the assist. That's been it. Decent pace to this contest, but not a lot of fireworks. Each keeper has had a couple saves, but nothing too dangerous.
Colorado Springs is trying to accomplish something that's really, really hard to do in soccer. And
pick up 3 points.
First, yes. But also, you know, they kind of have the capability of flipping up a switch when they want to be defensive-minded.
Yeah.
And when they need goals, they can do it very easily. Good ball here.
Tejada on a partial break. Tejada out wide. Stotts looking for a shot. Van Oekel, great positioning as he came out to challenge. And you hesitate that much, and it'll cost you.
Absolutely. What a missed opportunity here for Tejada on the left side. It's a beautiful ball through the middle. Plenty of time to take a shot on goal. Maybe give a little bit of credit to Van Oekel, just not allowing him to have an angle that he felt comfortable with. But still, a missed opportunity. This might be a moment in the game that we'll look back in the second half.
Man, you can earmark that for the 38th minute. You know, for all intents and purposes, keepers, it is their responsibility to put the onus on the shooter to make a decision. Take the shot or give it up to somebody else.
Here's the ball through. Look, there's plenty of time there. At this point, you know, everything that happens, you know, it really shouldn't be a part of it because he had plenty of time to at least take a shot on goal. If Vanoco, you know, saves the shot, then so be it. But just take the shot.
I think the more puzzling part is why Tejada did not elect to take it with his left. Tejada toe taps it through, looking for Foster.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, you know, and something to think about for the coaching staff. Is he really comfortable there?
Yeah.
You know, if every time he has an opportunity that should be a left-footed shot, if every time he's going to cut inside to take a right-footed shot, then is it really worth it?
It'll be a corner here. Corner kick brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, that's what I like. Even if it's uncomfortable, you have to at least put the onus of the keeper to make a save.
Just try it,
yeah.
You know?
Chapman here in the 40th minute. Looking for Tejada again.
That might be a set play. Now that I think about it, you know, it's really interesting that they did it back-to-back corner kicks.
Yeah. Which is interesting, I'll say.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at a player that's 5'7", so how high can he elevate? But when you look at the back line for Colorado Springs, they don't have a ton of size there. Ogren's 6'3".
Oh, yeah.
But nobody else is relatively close. Chapman's 6 feet tall, and nobody else.
It's something to keep an eye on. We'll see if they do it again in the game. And then, you know, without a doubt, that's a set play.
Corner kick brought to you by Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well, and cheer loud. Haven't had much in terms of stoppages here in this first half, because Minsky got shielded off by one of his teammates. It looked like Romario Williams. In goes off his shoe tops. It'll be a goal kick.
It's been a fun half so far, but you know, coming into the second half, I think one of the most interesting things that, you know, we have to look out for is how is Birmingham going to change the way they're approaching the game? Something needs to change, especially offensively. I can see how they're not comfortable right now.
Yeah, there's more to want in this match, especially from Birmingham's perspective. Not that they've dominated possession, but get the sense Enzo Martinez is going to have to do more to create.
Yeah.
Probably just to get himself open. Skundrich here to Chapman. Tejada the opposite side of the pitch.
Positioning from Tejada has been very, very good. Unfortunately, he just hasn't been able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, you did mention it, though. These guys aren't afraid to play and be more aggressive with the ball. Williams takes the spill. Nice play at Cronale with the intercept. Speaking of the devil, Martinez, 43rd minute. See you do. See you do. Trying to knife through two defenders. That's asking a whole lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible. You go through the first two, they are, you know, they have another two right behind.
See if Martinez gets this back. Agudelo. See you do again. Challenging the soft foul.
I would agree with that 100%.
And you don't do that too often. I'm on the record.
I do. Come on.
See positioning here again. Tejada get in front of that one. Martinez with the intercept. Enzo looking for some real estate. Mahoney got in front of that one to break it up.
Enzo Martinez, right place, right time, always. It's unbelievable how he's able to initially to win that ball. You know, it's a 50-50 ball initially. Fernali with a great feed as well. One more time inside the box, Enzo Martinez.
Corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. Bank well, be well. McDivitt Law Firm is in your corner, and that one, fourth one of the night for Birmingham as we're nearing the end of the first half. See that man, Enzo Martinez. And from Uruguay, 32-year-old. Logging now 1,600 minutes with Birmingham this season. Top marker, though, in terms of productivity across the board. Goals, assists, minutes, miles. Craftiness of the beard. It's good. Pretty good pressure there by Malik Foster. Agudelo. There's Alves out wide. Alves sandwiched between two different defenders. Stoppage time brought to you by TikTok Shop. Just a single minute.
It's been a well played half so far.
Yeah, one breakdown defensively and was on a crisp counter from Colorado Springs, and it stung Birmingham Legion in the 11th minute to Shane Beckford. Four different players at the touch on that goal from Beckford. Fans have plenty of things to cheer about here tonight. Time winding down, though, not only in this first half, but also in the season. So you're always looking to secure those 3 points once you're in a position of strength. And then I'll do it for the end of the first half of action. Shane Beckford gets on the board. That man right there, number 11. Second marker of the season, Colorado Springs walking off the pitch.
Well, tactically, almost a perfect half for the home side. Defensively, they had no mistakes, and they had two chances. They were able to capitalize on one of them. They have the lead. For Birmingham, a lot of work to do in the next 15 minutes.
So Beckford, his second goal of the season, getting the home team on the board first in the 11th minute. Jose and myself will have some first half stats and highlights on the other side. 1-0 Colorado Springs.
Burgers for the mind, tacos for the heart, and chili for the soul. We're Felipe's 109, home of the taco burger. Local flavors, family owned, love, peace, green chili, y'all.
Hi, I'm Scott Kilbury, host of Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We have 30 of the best and brightest schools from all across Southern Colorado competing for the top spot. Question is, who will come out on top? Watch Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids Sundays at 6:30.
Sponsored by the Pikes Peak Library District.
It's summertime, and if you're lucky, weather in your neighborhood could be coming to your neighborhood. Every Thursday, one lucky winner will get to host a weather party from their backyard. Invite us over and I'll do the weather live on Fox 21 News at 5 and 6:30. Plus, I'll bring along enough food for 15 and I'll bring the Fox 21 Storm Squatch as well. Enter now on the Fox 21 Storm Team app for your chance to win a weather in your neighborhood party.
Fox 21 Weather in your neighborhood is sponsored by Luxury Car Cosmetics.
We've all heard the phrase before, the mountains are calling. Well, these mountains are screaming. That's what gets me out here in the pool every day. They energize me, even when I'm not feeling it. In fact, they energize our whole family. We have done so much more outside in Colorado, hiking, biking, swimming, fishing, skiing, you name it, and we owe it to the mountains. They literally take your breath away.
Watch Scott Kilbury on Fox 21 Local News. Weeknights at 5, 6:30, 9, and 10.
In Southern Colorado, you have to be ready for anything.
Sometimes that involves making a really tough decision. Patagonia or North Face?
We make the most out of a nice day. Hey, grab Aspen, Rocky, and Sierra. Let's go.
And in Southern Colorado, we know it's all about the flavor.
And as our cities grow, we hang on to our Western heritage.
I'm just trying to hold on.
Well, hold on tighter.
I thought you were out this way.
I'm getting off this way. This is how you get up. We are Southern Colorado.
Hey, wait! What about me?
And taking a break in the action, it reached the half. Halftime presented by Children's Hospital of Colorado. The home team, Colorado Springs, 1. Birmingham Legion, nothing. 45 minutes in the books here. And makes us give way now to tonight's honorary healthcare professional of the match, Demetra Ortiz-Kuth, surgical tech in the sterile processing department at Penrose Hospital. Thank you, Demetra, for all that you have done to help our community. The healthcare professional of the match, co-sponsored by Encore Electric, along with Olson Plumbing and Heating. Taking a look at what has happened for Colorado Springs recently, getting dumped by San Diego 2-0. A match in which Stephen Hogan felt like they could have lit up the scoreboard, and they didn't. They got blanked.
Yeah, when you don't take advantage of opportunities, and you have a team like San Diego in front of you with plenty of quality, then you're going to struggle.
Loudoun United, Memphis 901 FC playing to a scoreless draw on Wednesday night.
Yeah, this is an interesting game for Memphis. I think they had an opportunity to bounce back, and probably missed it against Loudoun. A different team this year, but still, I think there was a winnable game for Memphis.
You can't drop a scene like that any better. Perfect, as it is in the Rocky Mountains. Temperatures at kickoff at 85 degrees. Dip down a little bit. That's a perfect night of ball. Hope you're enjoying this Friday night affair as we're at the break. More to come on the other side.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Colorado Springs, Enriquez. Header down Oxford! Jimmy Oxford gets one back for Colorado Springs.
Way out on the goal line. That second one finds Twine. And Philip Goodrum in the 89th minute with the potential game-winning goal.
It's summertime, and if you're lucky, weather in your neighborhood could be coming to your neighborhood. Every Thursday, one lucky winner will get to host a weather party from their backyard. Invite us over, and I'll do the weather live on Fox 21 News at 5 and 6:30. Plus, I'll bring along enough food for 15, and I'll bring the Fox 21 Storm Squatch as well. Enter now on the Fox 21 Storm Team app for your chance to win a weather in your neighborhood party.
Fox 21 Weather in your neighborhood is sponsored by Luxury Car Cosmetics.
Back here at the break, Widener Field is the scene of the crime. Colorado Springs getting an early goal from Deshane Beckford in the 11th minute. We're holding on right now over Birmingham Legion. 1-0 is the score with Jose Rodriguez. I'm David Gascon. We get to read you some news and notes around USL Championship. Jose, take it away.
Well, Tony Oluwaseyi, our player of the week, presented by Konami eFootball. And how about the San Diego Loyal on a 3-game winning streak? 4 consecutive home games coming up for San Diego, so things are looking pretty bright for the West Coast team. And guess what? The USL Championship is back on ESPN2, Colorado Springs and Tulsa, August 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So a great opportunity for Colorado Springs. You know, I think people watching for the first time the USL Championship are going to really, really like this Colorado Springs team.
You've been doing some of the calls on the Spanish side as well, right?
Yes, we've been doing some Spanish, but, you know, I think this one, it's only on ESPN2.
As
so
for
look
now,
out for that.
these matches you can watch live and also on demand. That includes all the fun on the Deuce. As far as the menu tonight and also tomorrow, that's a pretty massive contest for Miami FC. They've been a wounded dog all season long, and we've covered them extensively. But all of a sudden, Louis Neal comes in. He's invigorated them. And I don't know, he's kind of lit a fire under them collectively. They're trying to dig themselves out of a deep hole.
Yeah, it seems like he's a player's coach. You know, and when that happens, usually players react pretty quickly, and that's what's happening right now for Miami. We'll see how far they can go. I have my eyes on Monterey and Sacramento Republic as well. That's a good one.
Sacramento Republic is the top dog out west, 41 points, 11 wins, but more importantly, just 3 losses on the season. Monterey Bay right now is out of a playoff position. So that is what is on tap, USL Championship. We look at the scores around. These are some of the affairs from last week. I think the one that kind of popped out to me was the Memphis-Pittsburgh one. Memphis had a 2-0 advantage, and then all of a sudden Pittsburgh woke up and said, we're not having any more of that.
Right. Yeah, they came right back and in a great way. Also, RGV scoring 5 goals. You know, that's a huge momentum booster against El Paso. They're struggling a little bit, but still scoring 5 goals. It's a good result.
Yeah, and Lewis City snapping a 3-game losing streak, which is just really shocking, but they made some moves. Transactions taking place. Indy 11 right now is stuck in that 8th slot in the Eastern Conference, but that's what we had last week. So we build from July into August and then look our way into September as well. But we don't want to age ourselves. Right now it's only August the 4th. Colorado Springs 1-0, a relatively clean first half of ball. Holding on against Birmingham. Get you some stats and some first half highlights. All that next.
We are Southern Colorado.
Saturday during the summers was our get up and go to Monument Lake fishing. From a little hobby as an 11-year-old kid, it's turned into quite a business.
Our stories matter.
If they're on the trails, if they're in the woods, if they're anywhere, I can be with them now.
Bringing you the most local news.
All of the people that are doing this type of agriculture are trying to do a better thing for society.
We are Fox 21, and together we are Southern Colorado.
I moved here about 8 years ago to join the Fox 21 News team. I thought I'd only be here for a couple of years, but I absolutely fell in love with Southern Colorado. I also fell in love with a Pueblo boy when I was interviewing him about his food truck. Now we're married. We have this little girl, and my parents actually owned a restaurant in Arkansas, a catfish restaurant. So it's exciting that my daughter gets to grow up in a restaurant too, in her daddy's kitchen in Pueblo.
Yeah. Watch Taylor Bishop, weeknights at 5, 6:30, 9, and 10.
In Southern Colorado, you have to be ready for anything.
Sometimes that involves making a really tough decision. Patagonia or North Face?
We make the most out of a nice day. Hey, grab Aspen, Rocky, and Sierra. Let's go.
And in Southern Colorado, we know it's all about the flavor.
And as our cities grow, we hang on to our Western heritage.
I'm just trying to hold on.
Well, hold on tighter.
I thought you were off this way.
I'm getting off this way. This is how you get up. We are Southern Colorado.
Hey, wait! What about me?
Hi, I'm Scott Kilbury, host of Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We have 30 of the best and brightest schools from all across Southern Colorado competing for the top spot. Question is, who will come out on top? Watch Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids Sundays at 6:30.
Sponsored by the Pikes Peak Library District.
Burgers for the mind, tacos for the heart, and chili for the soul. We're Felipe's 109, home of the taco burger. Local flavors, family owned. Love, peace, green chili, y'all.
Back here at the break, Colorado Springs Birmingham Legion as it stands. Children's Hospital, Colorado. Halftime report. Colorado Springs with the early marker. They played some clean ball in the first 45 minutes of play. It's 1-0 over Birmingham Legion. Both teams back on the pitch right now, getting themselves a little loose and warm for the second half. But before we get to that, Jose, let's take a peek back at the 45 minutes that was.
Yeah, let's start in the 11th minute. First opportunity of the match here. Romario Williams with the feed looking for Foster. Birmingham able to clear the ball away, but look how quickly they're able to move the ball around. Mario Williams with a great feed here, and Beckford, you know, I love the finish. I love the finish because there's pressure inside the box, but he makes it look so easy in front of an experienced goalkeeper. And, you know, this was the first opportunity of the match for Colorado Springs, David, and obviously this is the moment that changed the game.
Talk about being hung out to dry. Van Oekel,
yeah.
he was stung right there. But 4 players for Colorado Springs touching the ball there. They continue to press on, though.
Yeah, it's Chapman here with a great feed onto the left side again. Look at that control right there from Beckford. He's feeling it. He's playing with a lot of confidence. Wins the 1v1 battle on the left side. Looking for Tejada or Foster in the middle. And then it's Van Oekel who's able to hold on to the ball. 27th minute. First opportunity of the match here for Birmingham. And guess what? It's Enzo Martinez. Give and go. Takes the shot. Just a wonderful save here. But, you know, they couldn't continue to work out of the build-up, Birmingham, and that's why they struggle. They're struggling with spacing as it stands right now. Here, you know, very important moment. It's just a 1-goal lead because Tejada wasn't able to finish a clear-cut chance.
I'm sure he's asking for a mulligan. Love to have another crack at this. Might have pulled the trigger with his left foot. He elected not to do so, and Van Oekel easily able to get in front of that. See the score right now. It is 1-0 Colorado Springs. But what do the numbers tell you?
Well, you know, a 54% possession for Birmingham Legion means absolutely nothing right now because Colorado Springs is dictating the tempo of the game. They don't need possession to win games. And yet, with only 46%, they have 4 shots on target against 3 shots from Birmingham Legion.
Well, the first half stats and highlights brought to you by Broadmoor Cryotherapy. As you see it, even though it's 54% to 46, only one team cares about that category. The other one has the advantage. And it's 1-0 because of that man right there, Deshane Beckford. Are there any changes you would make if you're Stephen Hogan in Colorado Springs?
No, I don't think you have to make any changes at all if you're Colorado Springs. If you're Birmingham, you know, you just need to speed up play a little bit. That's all you need to do. Look out for, you know, the next 15 minutes. That will set the tone for the decisions from both coaching staffs as we move on in the game.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point that you make, is not to be too cute, but just put the onus on the back line because Colorado Springs, they haven't been under duress at all in the first 45.
Too comfortable,
yeah.
You know, we can't allow them to be that comfortable. They're playing at home, but with the talent that you have and that mentality that we usually see from this team, they can do a lot better.
Well, it starts with possession. They had that, but then it's playing at a greater pace with a certain sense of urgency. Colorado Springs, next contest is August the 9th against FC Tulsa. Birmingham Legion will play that same day against Indy 11. Watch out here. Williams looking for Foster. Just not a lot of steam on that pass, and Cronali will play that one out and will result in a quarter kick for Colorado Springs.
We haven't seen much from Foster. He's making good runs, but, you know, maybe not getting the right pass. But look out for him. He might be quiet, but just for a little while.
Corner kick brought to you by Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well, and cheer loud. Chapman, who had a good presence offensively and defensively, plays as short to Foster. Chapman again. I guess the one question mark for Colorado Springs, I'd love to see something more creative from them on the set pieces, specifically the corners.
Yeah, that's true. You know, they can take advantage of those opportunities. They can't get too comfortable with the lead as well. It's just 1 goal.
Yeah. Beckford trying to work his way around some traffic. This will result in a corner kick.
Obviously, the next goal, very important in the game. For Birmingham, go 2 goals down. With how well Colorado Springs is playing defensively, it will be a tough task. And if Birmingham is able to get the equalizer, then we're in for a very interesting second half.
Corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We're in your corner. Chapman again elevating. Williams. Foster. Right idea. Poor execution, though. Pretty sweet move underneath us is Tejada on the takedown. Tejada was all over the map in the first half as Roof had a good beat on the ball with possession before he got taken out. Lower portion of the shin, not the high ankle, so it's all good. From Nolly here. There's Jake. Jake from Huntsville, Alabama. This one played through. Martinez looking for some space. Kassim plays that one off of Mahoney, and this will result in a corner kick. Beg your pardon, that'll be a goal kick. No. So Martinez is the same grab that I did.
Very good crowd on a Friday night. Loving it.
Yeah, they've been rowdy tonight. Always helps when you score a goal early on. The fans were inside Widener Field early, so gates open up. You get the kids in. You can do it enough at a decent time with the sun out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue. Probably one of the top venues in the league.
Yeah.
You obviously look at Lynn Family Stadium. Probably standing at the top right now, but there are quite a few venues that have been built specifically for USL Championship teams that are really, really exciting.
Are you talking about that with Lynn Family Field because of the food selection there? Beckford. Ooh, looking for Chapman, but it goes off of his heel. There was a crease. Siadou will have to work quickly here. Siadou just plays this one off of Williams. Yeah, every venue around USL has an interesting feel to it. Some louder than others. I mean, Pittsburgh's right on the water.
Yeah.
Which is a great concept. Think about Phoenix Rising though, and
yeah, they have been moving around lately, but it looks like they finally have been able to find the right place, and yeah, it's a beautiful venue as well.
Roof plays this one through, elevating and off the mark. Roof a little too tall as Foster works back to Tejada. Good job between those two characters getting around, and Roof takes him out. It was a good first half of ball. The physicality was not extremely elevated. No yellow cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was very well played. And, nowadays when you only see 1 minute of at a time, that usually, that tells you that both teams came to play. No time wasting, no major injuries.
Could be a broadcaster's jinx. We'll find out if you bring that here in the second half. But all jokes aside, it does certainly help when the temperature's not in triple digits and the humidity is not a high percentage.
Oh, absolutely. It's a challenge when you go to Texas and it's 100 degrees and you know, at times it gets you away from the game. You know?
Yeah, you think about everything else, but San Antonio, RGV is not comfortable. I mean, you even go to Albuquerque, and then you have the heat plus the altitude. It just sucks the soul out of you. It kind of reminds me of Miami in the same breath, too, because you have the temperature, you have the humidity, and then just the heat that's absorbed by the turf.
Yeah.
And that's not grass, so it's certainly not forgiving at all. Tejada with a nice play, but Kasim here, he takes the shot. Not a lot of steam, not a lot of accuracy. Kosminski there to pounce on it.
Well, the right idea, without a doubt. When you get an opportunity, Tejada unable to keep possession that time. Kasim, listen, when you don't have opportunities at all throughout the game, this is one that you have to put in the back of the net.
Yeah. That's an enviable spot, but gosh, that makes me think of Tejada in the first half, who did not take the shot with the left. Kasim did, and you can see the end result.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right about it, because, you know, obviously you'd rather have a player take the shot in that position, and he's able to do that. But because of the way the game's going for Birmingham, I feel like he needed to put a better effort that time.
Beckford was asking for it, but Colorado Springs tapering back. USL on ESPN coming up soon again. USL's second annual summer showcase signals the start of the sprint to the finish. Philip Goodrum, FC Tulsa head west to face Romario Williams and Colorado Springs Switchbacks. FC Tulsa, Colorado Springs Switchbacks. It'll be Wednesday night, August the 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. The Deuce. Nice play on the intercept by Mahoney. Tight quarters, and doing that against Enzo Martinez, not easy. Foster trying to scramble away. He couldn't. Martinez wearing some frustration now on his body.
Well, he's just you know, used to having a bigger impact in the game, and right now it's I think we have to give a lot of credit to Colorado Springs, because they have been able to keep the ball away from him. So that's obviously frustrating for Martinez.
Tejada was streaking down the left-hand side, didn't get it. A nice move. This should result in a booking. It did not, though. Interesting. Alves got away with one there. I think Alves got away with the attempt there, but Elberg not embellishing that by any stretch of the imagination, but that was a critical play that was broken up. Surprised? No booking?
Yeah, I'm surprised, because, you know, it's an opportunity for Colorado Springs. Fieldberg is able to move forward, and he has plenty of time to put a good service in.
Might be the character of lead official Natalie Simon of what she did not see in the first half, which is a lot of aggression in the physicality column. Chapman on the free kick, played through, looking for Williams. Beckford was also there. Skundrich turning and burning with the left foot, coming out the last minute. Van Okel to punch it away. Wilberg. Open crease, Williams takes a shot. That one is airmailed. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I think he lost his footing towards the end of the play. Malik Foster was wide open. Here's a better look. Fieldberg, you know, second ball, wins the second ball here, creates an opportunity out of nothing. Then Romario Williams basically takes over. Give me that. Takes the shot and goes over the bar, but I think the play was onto his right side with Foster wide open.
That was quick. Roof gets it back. Colorado Springs unbeaten their last 18 when they score first. And they're 8-0-3, dating back to last year when they lead at the end of the first half. So obviously picking up 27 points in 11 contests when you lead at the break, huge. It's obviously important to start strong, but another thing to close emphatically. Not give any kind of life to the opposition. Cassim looking, but nothing but dark kits there. Martinez, left-footed chip.
Oh my
Bicycle kick finds Twine! That could be one of the goals of the season from Nico Brett. The equalizer in the 58th minute. The oohs and the ahs, and we are level at 1 apiece. My goodness!
Wow, just wow, what a play. Just unbelievable effort. Martinez brings the ball in, clearing the ball away just slightly. Colorado Springs, what a goal.
Ooh, that is one of the dirtiest goals you will see this season. And Nico Brett, fantastic execution, and Kuzminski had no chance. Man, that was filthy.
Woo. Just an unbelievable finish. The technical ability, the trust. Just Nico Brett taking advantage of his lone chance in 59 minutes, and what a way to do it.
5th goal of the season. And that even got the hometown faithful for Colorado Springs on their feet, and a lot of them lost their collective breath.
Yes. And it's not easy to accomplish that.
No.
You're on the road, and the home fans are basically cheering for you. Just it's, if you love the game, you just have to recognize game.
That is a world-class finish. Brett, Cassim, nice play by Tejada there. Williams looking to counter, Foster sprinting forward. Siadu whipped on that attempt. Philberg here. Philberg gently through to Foster. Foster on the goal at a sharp angle. You can't shoot those. He misses that one. It results in a goal kick.
30 minutes to go here. Looks like we have a ball game. Great feed inside here. Foster maybe should have thought about bringing the ball in, looking for another teammate, but still takes the shot and goal. Man, oh man. What a goal.
Yeah, there's weekly categories for USL Championship.
Oh, not this week. It's over. It's over. There's no voting this week.
Yeah, there's like player of the week, goal of the week, save of the week. I mean, Nico Brett, I think was just...
Forget it.
Gorgeous.
Well, here's another look. And I think we're going to look at this several times this week, David. Look at the concentration. And I'll tell you what, as soon as he saw the ball, he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Right. I mean, not that we know how any of this unfolds. That's life. This is an unscripted affair. But man, you got on your feet. You knew it right from trajectory that thing had a chance.
Yeah. It was just beautiful.
Yeah. Tejada. You got numbers here, 3-on-2, 4-on-3. Foster the opposite way, Felberg. They got more numbers here. Felberg did not elect to give it up, And you see Williams and Beckford, they are livid right now with their teammate.
Oh my goodness, another missed opportunity. Tejada in the first half, and now Filbert just making the wrong decision here. Two teammates inside the box wide open. It's just one good pass away from retaking the lead.
And oddly enough, multiple shots from Colorado Springs going short side against Van Oekel. They're not even on target. Chapman, Foster, Tejada here. Oh, that's a sweet pass. Foster gets it back from Chapman. Watch out. Foster, Williams, a touchdown! Passing is perfect, and they're gonna rule it offside. Beckford knew it. He looked at the far side official.
Yeah, it looks like a good call initially. Great build-up play from Colorado Springs. Starts with Tejada on the left side. The give and go that works perfectly from Foster. Ball that comes in. Williams takes the shot. And the reason why that's an offside is because once a player gets the ball behind the goalkeeper, there need to be two defenders. So there was a defender behind the ball, but it was just only one. If you make that shot behind the goalkeeper, you stand behind the goalkeeper, you need two defenders to be behind the ball.
It's a great explanation and great point. Oftentimes lost when you get in that kind of a build-up. But the passing was so clean there for Colorado Springs. You want the payoff, you just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Martinez in more trouble building. Birmingham with new life. Kassim. Beckford scrambling to return, and he does. Foster. Got some substitutions coming, we promise you. It was a good first half, but half number two is built up into something bigger and better.
Well, you know, that goal, I still can't get over that goal, to be honest. I'm still thinking about it. You know, it was just unbelievable, but that changed the game. You know, the dynamic of the game, it's completely different right now. I think both teams are really looking aggressive right now. Obviously, with Colorado Springs, you know, the defensive mindset that they had after scoring the first goal is now off the table. Because now they really need to move forward. They really need 3 points. And for Birmingham, you know, the confidence is back up.
Just to think, though, that goal doesn't occur for Nico Brett had that ball not been played to him. I mean, Oscar Agren, unfortunate for him, couldn't clear it.
Let's go, let's go!
And Nico Brett, opportunistic to the top of the box. 5th goal of the season, 58th minute. Talk about a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Nico Brett. Bicycle kick execution. Kuzminski will come out.
Fan reaction was really something as well.
Your reaction was something.
Thank God there's not a camera here inside the booth.
I mean, those opportunities don't come every so often, but you figure those are those Sports Center top 10 moments.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Natalie Simon looking at Jay Chapman right now. He's a little bit banged up. See the man of the hour right there.
Mr. Brett is going to be famous.
Or infamous, depending on the location.
Yeah.
Injury stoppage brought to you by Centura Health. It's Jay Chapman who's cramping up a little bit.
Yeah, very demanding game physically for Chapman. Box-to-box midfielder.
Let's go back to this goal. There's 2 of them tonight. We'll let you know. Probably the goal of the week.
Yeah, it's you know, it's Tenzo Martinez with a great move as well. You know, just keeping the ball in play. The concentration is just outstanding. You know, the minute he looks at the ball in the air, there's no other choice for him.
That thing earmarked for that right-hand corner. That's a great shot by our crew, by the way. Big shout out to our entire crew working this evening for Widener Field. It doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot.
And that is a helpless feeling for a keeper.
Oh, absolutely.
You get the idea where that ball is going, but you have little to no chance.
And any other night, you know, you want Alves taking that shot because he's right in front of goal.
Yeah.
And coming in and stepping in. So he's perfectly positioned to take that shot. But thankfully for Birmingham, it was Brett taking it. And, man, it's a serious candidate for goal of the year, without a doubt.
Kuzminski is at 6'4". So you figure with his size, the length, and the reach, if he can't get to it, problems. Substitution right now brought to you by William J. Hibble, Sports Medicine and Performance Center. Learn more at hibblecenter.org today. Foster wants it back, did not. Williams not on the same page either. That's unfortunate.
So with Echeverria coming in, it's a little bit of an adjustment because Chapman with more experience, but essentially the same box-to-box mentality. Filbert out of the game as well, and Enriquez coming in, Salvadorian international. So Colorado Springs going for it, David. They're really, really going for it right now.
And as you mentioned, identical in points, but different positions. Watch out here. Enriquez comes in. Van Olkel comes out. Advantage to the keeper. Ooh, that was cheeky there by Williams. Just that little nudge. He didn't think it was going to get caught, but Natalie Simon said, yep, I see you. So a couple substitutions for Colorado Springs. Nothing yet for Birmingham. Each team 9 victories on the season. Each team with 29 points. Beckford, Foster, Enriquez looking for Williams, no space. Tejada has got some real estate though. Juan looking, searching. No magic just in. Oh, that was almost an own goal. Heart rate's elevated here at Widener Field. That thing looked like a nasty pink ball. Circulating all the way around, Jose.
My God, initially it looked like another missed opportunity here from Tejada. Cuts inside. He has been able to do that throughout the game. Not as effective, but this time clearing the ball away. And almost Birmingham runs into a lot of trouble here without any Colorado Springs player touching the ball. Just unbelievable.
Manuel Cavita with possibly the save of the night. Corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We're in your corner. So Cavita with a great stop. That was more reactionary than anything else. It was such an odd carom. We'll see if we can go back to that. Because the way that it would through the dangerous spot of the box, just inside the 18, to the naked eye, it didn't look like it had a lot of velocity. That just shot off several foot.
Yep. It's hard to explain because, you know, every single Birmingham player that had a touch on the ball, they were trying to clear it away, and they just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Enriquez here on the corner, a line drive. Not the best effort. Enriquez will get a reprieve. Another corner kick brought to you by McDivitt Law Firm. We're in your corner. And right now we're staying in your corner. Enriquez again, better attempt here. will get it back. Mahoney was searching for it. Enriquez. Let's see you do on the opposite side. We couldn't hold it in. Foster. Skundrich, head up all the way. Skundrich, Williams. Not sure what Williams was thinking there on the delivery, but 73rd minute. Love to see more from him there. Williams. Beckford. A little bit of miscommunication on both sides. Well, the energy's still high, but I think the temperature has cooled off a little bit now after that jaw-dropping goal by Nico Brett. Mahoney played through nicely. Ambitious, the work. Beckford looking for a lot more. There was two players there for Colorado Springs. No one could find the connection.
Well, just getting closer and closer, Colorado Springs. Defensively struggling right now. Birmingham, maybe the altitude is starting to become a factor here. They're just, Colorado Springs are finding a lot of room, and especially inside the box. Echeverria extends the plate onto the right side. A great effort that time. And then Beckford looks like a cross, but could be a shot as well. Very dangerous ball.
Yeah, Foster on numerous occasions tonight has played balls off his heel. Don't know if that was a dummy through or the anticipation that Tejada would have gotten to it. And gonna pick your poison. That thing just missed the far corner though against Van Oekel.
Tejada has been right there several times tonight.
Yeah.
You know, his positioning has been very good. He just hasn't been able to finish.
Which, to a man, if you're Stephen Hogan or if you're Tejada and you watch this game after on film, you probably want to pull your hair out.
Yeah.
Because you could have 4 goals tonight.
Yeah, because he was right there.
Yeah.
Right there. And obviously we go back to the 38th minute, the first half. You know, that opportunity right now, it's very costly.
It'll give a player nightmares with the goals that could be. Echeverria, Enriquez both on the pitch for Colorado Springs. Chapman's night is over with. Valberg the same. Ooh, Williams was looking for Foster. Martinez hustling. Martinez played it nicely to Cassim out wide. Prosper looking to gain some steam. Chipped it to Martinez. That's a sharp angle. I don't know if you can do a whole heck of a lot there. And that'll result in a goal kick. Can't watch the match? We'll turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 sports source for engaging soccer talk. USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. '76th minute into the 77th now, and we've had some fireworks and things to rave about for days to come. Enriquez. Don't know if Mario Williams had a go-go gadget spring, but no chance to execute it there.
You know, when you have a goal of that quality, that's an unforgettable game.
Yeah.
For players, fans. I remember years ago, Jason Johnson scoring for Phoenix Rising, calling that game. I think, Brett did a better job tonight. It's just Brett. It's just an outstanding goal. here tonight. But Jason Johnson had an amazing bicycle kick. And, you know, those are the games you remember.
Yeah. 100%. It's 1-1 right now. Alves. Agudelo, Enzo Martinez. Nice patient approach so far. Cassim looking the opposite way. Agudelo, watch out, Martinez. Enzo, cracked, he pulls the trigger. Williams got in front of it. Next strike, that one is nullified too as Siadu is attempted. Now the header will go to Kuzminski, who just airs up for it and grabs it. But great job for Colorado Springs, having not one but two shots covered up before it gets on target.
You're absolutely right. It's a great effort. You know, several times we see goalkeepers complaining, you know, about defenders not blocking shots. So doing it back to back, it's no easy task.
Enriquez, Foster. No numbers here. Good transition from Birmingham. Williams try to toe tap that to himself. Echeverria, nice chip. It's tight quarters though. And now we'll see what Tejada and company can do with it. Mahoney, 79th minute. A goal for Colorado Springs in the first half. Retaliation here in the second half by Birmingham. Goals occurring in the 11th and 58th minute respectively. And they were good ones in their own right respectively. We speak of that, but Nico Brett, the highlight of the night so far in USL Championship, and probably for the month. And we're only 4 days in.
I'm sure that goes all over social media by now.
Maybe, probably, it better be.
That's the way it goes nowadays.
As the kids would say, it went viral.
Right.
Cassim, head up all the way. Roof was there. It was on his wallet, but not a lot of contact. Birmingham have not made any changes yet. Surprised by that?
Yes, you know, because, you know, I feel they needed a spark regardless of the goal, you know, but I think if you look at the build-up play for Birmingham, it's not what we're used to. So I felt like they needed a spark, and they still might do it, but, you know, it's we're coming into the last 10 minutes of the match.
Roof again. Cassim from well out. Cassim was looking for that left-hand corner. He had it pegged, but it had too much lift and not enough bend to it to secure a goal.
Well, you know, Birmingham, they have struggled tonight, you know, with getting opportunities inside the box. So this is a great decision from Cassim here. You know, had plenty of time and confidence to take the shot. Why not?
There's always points in a match where, well, I don't even want to say a match. I think in sports in general where fans might be a little distracted, as we would say. And I'm going to give my a tip cap to our producer, Maria Ringo, who almost caught a fan there. The back end of that shot. Fan wasn't even watching the play. Had a beer in his hand, almost had that ball landing on his lap. Got a substitution here. Substitution brought to you by the William J. Hibble Sports Medicine Performance Center. Learn more at hibblebullcenter.org today. The first one of the match for Birmingham. We mentioned the changes. Tejada trying to change the fate of his team right now and can't just yet. Foster will come out. Mentioned a couple of changes. Foster removed. Diba, Wegbo in for Birmingham.
Foster had a good game, you know, not as impactful inside the box, but I think through the wings he was able to, you know, clear some space for Williams, and just overall good performance. Sometimes you're not going to be in the score sheet, but still, you need to find a way to contribute, and I think he was able to do that here tonight.
Tyreek McGee coming into the contest. McGee had that touch there. Mahoney, sharp angle, wins the corner.
Obviously a very important moment in the match here for Birmingham. They were able to find the equalizer. You don't want to commit any mistakes here on set pieces.
Corner kick brought to you by Pikes Peak National Bank. Bank well, be well, but you're loud. Make sure you stay with us at the end of this contest. We'll have our man of the match and also the critical moment of said match. A lot of them. Fans becoming more vocal here. McGee into the affair and looking for some life. Beckford trying to provide it. Beckford finds it to McGee. Tyreek. That one just landed on his lap. McGee with the left foot. Backside Tejada! That thing's picture perfect! Finally the reward comes in the 84th minute. McGee, Tejada, 2-1 Colorado Springs.
And you can see how much that moment means to him. Tejada knocking on the door from the first minute of the game, with it all the way down until the 85th minute. A good cross to the back post. And yes, one of the shortest guys on the field, he's able to score from a header because it's a beautiful feed and a great finish as well, wide open. Panokel gets a hand, but not enough. And it's Colorado Springs with the lead.
That goal presented by Century Casino, welcome to the winner's zone. And you had to feel good for Juan Tejada, right, because he could have had a banner night and it could have been an unforgettable evening, but now the reward comes and finally the payoff.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right about that, David. You know, we touched on it a few minutes ago. The positioning for him was solid throughout the night. It was just a step behind, a second or two. Well, this time it really worked out for him. Coming all the way from the back. Again, the movement without the ball, the understanding of where you need to be, what your demands are from your position without the ball. And he did an outstanding job with the finish as well. So, you know, it's great. We talked about the 38th minute as well, the first half, when he missed an opportunity. Well, he made up for it.
So for Tejada, his first goal. And you figure with the substitutions, it's good poise from McGee.
Yeah, it's a great feed. You know, it's hard to come into the game so late and have an impact. And he was able to do that.
I beg your pardon on the goal for Tejada. It's his third goal of the season. But McGee head up all the way. Loose change here. That strike was slicing wide of Kuzminski. Just interesting how the opportunities have been more frequent here in the back in this contest than in the first half, and that's when the tanks are full.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that the equalizer really turned the game around, and Colorado Springs felt like they had the responsibility to move forward and go in and look for the second goal. So that opened up the game. And I think that's why we had quite an interesting second half. And to be honest, all three goals, they're you know, quality goals.
Yeah, they are. Right? real professional, and you think about how this match has played out. It could have been 3-1. Kavita stopped an own goal.
Right.
With a great attempt from Tejada. But regardless, Tejada now getting his 3rd goal of the season and now 9 matches. And it could prove to be the game-winning goal. Beckford looking for an insurance marker. Beckford, top of the box! We had a lot of steam on that one. Van Oekel coming out to challenge. This is why there.
Well, we know when Beckford, gets, in a position where he can get a shot on goal, he's going to try to do that. This time, I think Enriquez was making a good run through the middle as well. You can't blame Beckford. It was a wonderful run from the back, given that he had a lot of room, and he took advantage of it.
Debo wanted it back, almost got it from Enzo Martinez. That close from being 2-2. Agudelo there. Alves. Kavita. More of a build-up here for Birmingham. Unless the result in a corner kick. Closing stages is Agudelo trying to put the pressure in the back line. Corner kick brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, that's what I like. Far bar ricocheting around Cronali. He had a good idea of where he wanted to place that thing. Freeman in the contest for Birmingham. Reaching full time here. Give you an idea of what we have in stoppage. Enriquez. McGee gave that up though. Let's see you do. Freeman. A lot of eyes will be on number 19, Enzo Martinez. Agudelo. Sharply through. That one is broken up. Colorado Springs can't clear it yet though. See you do. Trying to create McGee though. Stoppage time brought to you by TikTok Shop. Enzo Martinez looking for the equalizer. Nico Brent's there. Great stop by Kuzminski, but they're going to rule him offside. That's still good for the highlight reel.
Yeah, regardless, it's a great save from Kuzminski. And you can see how, his teammates, defenders, are able to recognize that moment. It's a tight call, but I think it's a good one. And good effort as well, putting pressure from Tejada, moving back. Those are the little things, David. As a coaching staff, I'm sure they're going to look back into this play and they're going to be so proud of the effort.
Yeah. There's just certain things that Enzo Martinez does to create not only for himself, but for teammates. I don't want to say I'm surprised, but it's just a marvel to watch. Juan Tejada, goal in the 84th minute. Colorado Springs trying to go 19 straight matches without defeat when scoring first. And go 12 in a row when leading at the end of the first half. Hasn't been wire to wire. There was contact there inside the 18. Mario Williams asking for more from the lead official, Natalie Simon. In a spot like this, it has to be egregious. More changes. Colorado Springs this time. Aaron Wheeler coming into the fair. Aaron making his 19th appearance of the season, but hasn't logged a whole lot of time, only 338 minutes. Mario Williams, he had some opportunities tonight.
A solid effort from Williams. Remember, he gets the assist as well for the first goal. Great setup.
A lot of pressure on you, Jose, for the man of the match and the moment of the match.
Don't put it on me.
Have to. It's the blame game. All this here. Cavito all the way back. Well, things have certainly loosened up in the second half compared to the first. Nice play there by Wheeler. McGee, sweet. Tyler. A stop and go action, but Sea-Doo jostling for position to win it back. Great effort.
Yeah, some fancy footwork here.
Agudelo. Oh my goodness there.
Not there.
Debo thinking about two things simultaneously. No control and no eyes on the ball. No Tyler Pasher for Birmingham. You know that has to hurt them. Pasher this season, 4 goals in the year. Had some physicality. See as Tejada took a spill, how harmful that shot was. Wegbo gets a yellow card, the first one of the night. Yellow card sponsored by Diversus Health, mental health and well-being for all. Remember to take a moment to breathe. Don't know if Tejada has any ambition of bringing out medical staff, but he appears to be okay.
Look at the elbow here.
Gentle slap.
Yeah, problem is that the ball was not in play.
Wheeler. Natalie Simon says, fellas, that'll be that. We've reached full time. Awesome performance across the board between Colorado Springs and Birmingham. One team captured 3, and for Birmingham Legion, a tough pill to swallow. They came back courtesy of Nico Brett, but Juan Tejada with a game-winning goal in the 84th minute. Gonna pave our way with the votes being in. The Better Business Bureau man of the match. Jose, who do you have?
Let's see, I'm gonna surprise you here. Maybe not. We had a solid game, and we're gonna go with Shane Beckford, the Reggae Boy, scoring the first goal of the match. And just overall a good performance for him. Critical moment of the match, presented by Centuria Health. We go with McGee with a great feed here in the back post, and Tejada with the header. I don't know how many goals Tejada has scored from a header. That would be an interesting stat, but this one, it's good enough for 3 points, so I guess Colorado Springs will take it.
Oh man, the placement was perfect, and for Tejada, who had countless chances tonight, finally the payoff. Late game heroics here for Tejada. Shane Beckford is our Better Business Bureau man of the match. Read verified customer reviews and check business ratings at bbb.org today. Colorado Springs win number 10 of the season. More importantly, 3 more points. elevated to 32 now in the campaign. So Colorado Springs now 10, 11, and 2 this season. Birmingham Legion fall to 9, 10, and 2. Jose and myself will come back. We'll wrap things up with some full-time stats, some highlights, and a whole lot more. Hope you enjoy this one. Colorado Springs victorious on a Friday night.
Burgers for the mind, tacos for the heart, and chili for the soul. We're Felipe's 109, home of the taco burger. Local flavors, family owned, love, peace, green chili, y'all.
Hi, I'm Scott Kilbury, host of Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids. We have 30 of the best and brightest schools from all across Southern Colorado competing for the top spot. Question is, who will come out on top? Watch Rocky Mountain Quiz Kids Sundays at 6:30.
Sponsored by the Pikes Peak Library District.
At Fox 21, we say we are Southern Colorado, but what does that really mean?
It means we bring you the local stories from our towns, our people.
With stories that show how you live, work, and play.
Plus the stories that impact our communities.
We want to tell the stories that are important to you because we are Southern Colorado.
Watch Fox 21 local news weekday mornings from 5 to 9 a.m. and weeknights at 5, 6:30, 9, and 10. We are Southern Colorado.
Saturday during the summers was our get up and go to Monument Lake fishing. From a little hobby as an 11-year-old kid, it's turned into quite a business.
Our stories matter.
If they're on the trails, if they're in the woods, if they're anywhere, I can be with them now.
Bringing you the most local news.
All of the people that are doing this type of agriculture are trying to do a better thing for society.
We are Fox 21, and together we are Southern Colorado.
Post-game show presented by Children's Hospital of Colorado. The hometown faithful on their feet, and they were rewarded. Deshane Beckford, Juan Tejada with the markers for Colorado Springs, and they win it by a final score of 2-1. With Jose Rodriguez, I'm David Gascon. Time for a little nightcap, and Jose, why don't you take us through the full-time highlights, please?
Well, yeah, I have some pretty good goals for you. So let's start in the 11th minute. You know, it's about moving the ball. You know, you're going to find success if you're able to do that. That's exactly what Colorado Springs is able to do here. Romario Williams connects with Deshane Beckford. Reggae Boy connection that time, and this is finished to the back of the net. It goes. It was 1-0. How do you rate the celebration?
It's good with the Reggae Boy.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
We had it 1-0, and then all of a sudden, some fireworks.
Yep. 58th minute. Birmingham struggled throughout the match, getting opportunities inside the box, but oh well. You know, that's worth watching this game over and over and over again. A beautiful goal, David.
Unbelievable for Nico Brett. Getting them equalized was Birmingham. His 5th of the season, but Colorado Springs would not be denied.
Yeah, you know, one more opportunity in the last 5-6 minutes of the match. McGee gets a chance here, looks immediately for Tejada in the far post. Tejada, great positioning throughout the night. This time gets the header. Panokel gets a hand on the ball, but not enough. And that's the game winner for Colorado Springs.
Full-time highlights brought to you by Saco CW. Final stats brought to you by the Better Business Bureau. The numbers, they tell you a lot, but the possession which favored Birmingham all evening long, they decide to do something a little bit different in the second half, which I felt was play with a greater sense of urgency. There was a payoff, but they faltered in the closing moments.
Yeah, they just couldn't, you know, they couldn't work out of the build-up as much as they would have wanted to, especially with having 53% possession. They needed to be better with the ball, and Colorado Springs, you know, they had quite a few chances late in the first half. They were not able to capitalize on it, but they had one more opportunity in the second, and Tejada was able to score the game winner.
That was fun, brother.
A lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Got to do this again. Colorado Springs improves their record now to 10, 11, and 2, good for 32 points. They get a date with FC Tulsa August the 9th of next week. Birmingham Legion, they fall to 9, 10, and 2, 29 points. They take on Indy 11 on August the 9th. We'll have all that action for you as well. So for my broadcast partner, Jose Rodriguez, I'm David Gascon. Hope you enjoyed this one. Colorado Springs victorious on a Friday night. They win it 2-1 the final. Good night, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
So, some played, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Right. Pretty much. So, some like Speedy Williams played, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Right. Pretty much the entire qualifier cycle. Good ball here.
Certainly played through on the opposite end. Got a clean break. That shot hits 1-0. Colorado Springs. Shane Beckford on the board on a perfect pass to his right foot. He beats Van Oekel, and it's 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And on cue, the Jamaican flavor is on the field. The right combination, a beautiful ball through the middle. And Romario Williams takes his time with it, puts the ball through, and Beckford, my goodness, cold-blooded finish right in front. Van Oekel, one of the top goalkeepers. So, some like Speedy Williams played, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Right. Pretty much the entire qualifier cycle. Good ball here.
Certainly played through on the opposite end. Got a clean break. That shot hits 1-0 Colorado Springs. Shane Beckford on the board on a perfect pass to his right foot. He beats Van Oekel, and it's 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And on cue, the Jamaican flavor is on the field. The right combination, a beautiful ball through the middle. And Romario Williams takes his time with it, puts the ball through, and Beckford, my goodness, cold-blooded finish right in front. Van Oekel, one of the top goalkeepers. So, some like Speedy Williams played, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Right. Pretty much the entire qualifier cycle. Good ball here.
Certainly played through on the opposite end. Got a clean break. That shot hits 1-0 Colorado Springs. Shane Beckford on the board on a perfect pass to his right foot. He beats Van Oekel, and it's 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And on cue, the Jamaican flavor is on the field. The right combination, a beautiful ball through the middle. And Romario Williams takes his time with it, puts the ball through, and Beckford, my goodness, cold-blooded finish right in front. Van Oekel, one of the top goalkeepers. So, some like Speedy Williams played, the World Cup qualifiers in the last cycle. Right. Pretty much the entire qualifier cycle. Good ball here.
Certainly played through on the opposite end. Got a clean break. That shot hits 1-0 Colorado Springs. Shane Beckford on the board on a perfect pass to his right foot. He beats Van Oekel, and it's 1-0 Colorado Springs.
And on cue, the Jamaican flavor is on the field. The right combination, a beautiful ball through the middle. And Romario Williams takes his time with it, puts the ball through, and Beckford. My goodness, cold-blooded finish right in front. Matt Van Okel, one of the top goalkeepers.
Not give any kind of life to the opposition. Cassine looking, but nothing but dark hits there. Martinez, left-footed chip. Bicycle kick finds Twine. That could be one of the goals of the season from Nico Brett. The equalizer in the 58th minute. The oohs and the ahs, and we're level at 1 apiece. My goodness.
Wow, just wow, what a play. Just unbelievable effort.
Not give any kind of life to the opposition. Cassine looking, but nothing but dark hits there. Martinez, left-footed chip. Bicycle kick finds Twine. That could be one of the goals of the season from Nico Brett. The equalizer in the 58th minute. The oohs and the ahs, and we're level at 1 apiece. My goodness.
Wow, just wow, what a play. Just unbelievable effort.
Not give any kind of life to the opposition. Cassine looking, but nothing but dark hits there. Martinez, left-footed chip. Bicycle kick finds Twine. That could be one of the goals of the season from Nico Brett. The equalizer in the 58th minute. The oohs and the ahs, and we're level at 1 apiece. My goodness.
Wow, just wow, what a play. Just unbelievable effort.
Not give any kind of life to the opposition. Cassine looking, but nothing but dark hits there. Martinez, left-footed chip. Bicycle kick finds Twine. That could be one of the goals of the season from Nico Brett. The equalizer in the 58th minute. The oohs and the ahs, and we're level at 1 apiece. My goodness.
Wow, just wow, what a play. Just unbelievable effort.
McGee into the affair and looking for some life. Beckford trying to provide it. Beckford finds it to McGee. Tyreek. One just landed on his lap. McGee with the left foot. Backside Tejada! That thing's picture perfect! Finally the reward comes in the 84th minute. McGee, Tejada, 2-1 Colorado Springs.
And you can see how much that moment means to him. Tejada knocking on the door from the first minute of the game. Waited all the way down until the 85th minute. A good cross to the back post. And yes, one of the shortest guys on the field. He's able to score from a header because
McGee into the affair and looking for some life. Beckford trying to provide it. Beckford finds it to McGee. Tyreek. One just landed on his lap. McGee with the left foot. Backside Tejada! That thing's picture perfect! Finally the reward comes in the 84th minute. McGee, Tejada, 2-1 Colorado Springs.
and you can see how much that moment means to him. Tejada knocking on the door from the first minute of the game. Waited all the way down until the 85th minute. A good cross to the back post. And yes, one of the shortest guys on the field. He's able to score from a header because
McGee into the affair and looking for some life. Beckford trying to provide it. Beckford finds it to McGee. Tyreek. One just landed on his lap. McGee with the left foot. Backside Tejada! That thing's picture perfect! Finally the reward comes in the 84th minute. McGee Tejada, 2-1 Colorado Springs.
And you can see how much that moment means to him. Tejada knocking on the door from the first